welcome back to my channel, Indigo Angel. If you're new, welcome. If you'd like to continue to receive my videos, hit the notifications bell. Today I have an Arcturian energy reading for the Arcturian STARSEED. So if you have Arcturian in your STARSEED natal chart anywhere, this could be a direct incarnation for you this lifetime. It could be one that you just came out of from a past lifetime. So either way, if you have Arcturian in your natal chart somewhere, you will resonate with this Stargate as it is in your natal alignment. So you could have it, you would resonate anywhere from 6 degrees 40 Libra to 20 degrees Libra. In tropical astrology, it would be at 21 to 29 degrees Libra. Arcturus is a very old star system, so anyone who's resonating as Arcturian will feel like a very old, wise soul. I kind of feel like there's a group of influential stars when it comes to Arcturus. So if you have Spica in your birth chart, if you have Izar, if you have Dentabola, even a little bit of Regulus, you're gonna feel some Arcturian influence. Arcturus is the brightest star in the Booth's constellation, and it's the bear guardian by the Greeks. So a little bit about the star: it's a red giant, and it's basically used up most of its hydrogen. It's enriched with a lot of alpha elementals, which means that the star converts helium into heavier elements such as iron. And it's the fourth brightest star in the northern hemisphere. It basically produces gamma rays, so this is a very high frequency star. So you definitely have to have gone through a lot of rigorous ascension cycles to attune to these specific radial light frequencies. The abundant isotopes of this mass is mostly helium molecules. So helium is the most non-reactive element. It's a noble gas, and that makes this star system a very noble star. Due to the high frequency of the Arcturians, they are very, very intuitive. So, sacred geometry is like probably one of the first things that you might have even activated to as an Arcturian starseed. Very connected to ley lines, planetary grids. You are a natural, instinctual grid guardian. You may be seeing spheres, orbs, mathematical dimensional equations, intricate technicalities and technologies, quantum physics and mechanics. These are the interests of the Arcturian. Arcturians are, through their incarnation here on Earth, they are simultaneously anchoring in dimensions from the future timelines and evolved technological civilizational advancements. So they bring a lot of futuristic vibes, and they basically bridge. The Arcturians are the bridge of the planetary advancement. The Arcturians are also the truth of the Arc of the Covenant of the Paladoir. So this Covenant of the Paladoir is a portal. It's an intergalactic bridge between the spheres of Amenti of the Andromeda galaxy and Earth's density. And so through the Arc, the race souls, so all of these soul genetics that we're talking about, all of these starseed origins, essentially can be seeded through the Arc-turian, through the Arc of the Covenant, through the planetary bridge. And it's through this passageway that souls can be seeded on Earth. And souls from the spheres of Amenti pass through as pure consciousness and merge with Earth's morphogenetic field, and then they birth into manifestation. The Arcturians are basically like a security seal that was placed on the Arc, making it a one-way door. So the Arcturians are like their job is, their role in human galactic history is very, very important. They essentially are a part of a coalition with the Syrians for interplanetary defense, and they protect the spheres of Amenti. They are the Guardian Alliance Council number 7, and they oversee the Emerald Covenant races from the Arcturian Federation of Planets. The Arcturians, the thing about them is they are an independent star. Like, you'll notice with a lot of the other starseed origins, they're represented by an entire constellation. Like the Orions, there's 8 or 9 stars in that constellation. And, people are like, well, which star am I from? You may have incarnated and have spent lifetimes, existences, passageways, portals, gateways through all of them. So the best guidance would be your natal chart to understand that, but just know that the Arcturians are very special in the fact that it's a very independent star. They're very adaptable, they're very changeable, they're very flexible, they can be fickle, they're indecisive, they're sensitive. But it's only because they are coming from this place of futuristic higher intelligence. They are an uplifted star. Anybody who comes into communication or contact with Arcturians are going to be very beneficial because this is a star that brings joy. Arcturians will act as spirit guides through incarnating on Earth as starseeds. So there's a lot of different ways that you can see starseeds. You can see them as incarnates. A starseed is a galactic crystal seed form of consciousness that has activated within your awareness. It is a remembrance of a place of home and a place of previous incarnations. The one fun fact about Arcturus is it is the mother of Antares. So a lot of the Australian indigenous used to say that Arcturus was the mother of Antares. It's pretty powerful. Antares is when I think of Antares, I think of Orion. I feel like Antares embodies the war qualities, the warrior qualities of Orion. And so Antares is a very, very powerful, influential star. So I'm going to go ahead and do a transcendence reading for the Arcturian Starseed to transmute intergalactic slavery and interstellar attachments to fallen systems. Okay, so keep in mind we are going through an Andromedan activation right now. We are having an Andromedan alignment that's going to last until May 3rd. We are in connection to this metagalactic core, which is bringing through a lot of activations right now. It's bringing through the Keeper of the Violet Flame and other activations. Okay, so Arcturian Starseed, the top row is going to be the Oversoul and the galactic messages and the higher self messages. The lower is going to be where the human is actually really at in the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. So in the physical aspect, we have the Three of Cups. So there's a lot of Mars energy. There's also a lot of Scorpio energy in the Three of Cups. I'm feeling a connection to Sirius. It's interesting that I'm just picking up on that just now because I was just speaking about the Syrian-Arcturian Coalition for Interplanetary Defense of Protection of the Hidden Spheres of Amenti and the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds. So basically, Arcturians in the physical reality have a lot of good karma right now. You may have had like a period of drought in your love life. You may have actually kind of just flown through like a plethora of several partners to choose from, but it doesn't really matter because you're in a state of like reunion and happiness right now. A lot of this work that you've been doing in the higher realms is integrating into the physical. So there's a lot of resolution, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of ambiguity, there's a lot of triumph. You might even be connecting with a lot of family and friends right now. Your energy, you have enough right now to give to others. And so right now you are embodying that healing energy that the Palladian would essentially give. So you have a lot of good karma. You're actually very connected to Sirius right now. You're very grounded in that arc energy. On an oversoul galactic level, I have the Judgment card. So this is actually representing the resurrection of the Oversoul. This is representing the resurrection on a higher density level to your anti-particle self, which is your invisible self, which is those elemental realms 144 elementals, the dark body command center. You've essentially transcended a lot of guilt, loss, and fear. So on an oversoul level, you're ascending essentially right now. Arcturian Starseed, you are in a place of ascension in your physical reality, and you're actually aligning to others and bringing them with you. On a mental level, I have the Five of Wands. So basically in your mind, you're like tearing up the rule books and you're beginning to write your own. You're basically splitting into several directions like all at once. You may have just came out of an emergence of drama, mayhem, and chaos, but you have transcended this energy. There's a lot of Saturn energy, and I'm also picking up on Leo energy as well. So there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of expression, there is a lot of sticking to staying conscious in thought all the time. You are having a lot of expansion, new activities, and success. You might even be stirring up some controversy with this, but it's nothing that you cannot handle right now. You are in Leo energy when it comes to your mental mind. So you're very powerful with your deliverance and your execution. But just be careful. Don't allow your ego to run with that energy. You want to make sure you stay conscious of and identifying ego attachments, so that way you do not have to learn a karmatic lesson, essentially. On an oversoul level, on a mental level, I have the King of Pentacles. So on an oversoul level, the King of Pentacles, there's a lot of air and there's a lot of earth. So you're very grounded and you're very logical, you're very rational, and all of this is being integrated from the higher self and from your Arcturian aspects. You are integrating that merge perfectly into the mental spheres of the mind. On an emotional level, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Basically, emotionally, you have been working so hard for such a long time. And you've had a lot of harsh experiences emotionally, but these have been your greatest teachers. I'm picking up on algal and calculus. I'm also picking up on some past lives. So Arcturian, old soul, you've been through some shit. You probably remember a lot of your previous incarnations and your deaths. I'm picking up on some violent deaths and some extreme sicknesses that ultimately has assisted with his incarnation and with the intelligence that you carry in this incarnation. I'm getting that through the gates of Saturn, and I'm seeing that on an oversoul level, you destroy to create. So there actually might be a lot of connections to Shiva here. I'm picking up on that prime creator specifically, as far as the destroyed to create. So on an oversoul level, Arcturian, you go about creating your reality in a way that you destroy to create, because it's actually a very feminine way to go about it. The feminine destroys to create, and the masculine creates to destroy. Ultimately, you've just been working really, really, really hard, and everything that you're doing on an emotional level is steps in the right direction. You are embracing full body alignment, full body chakra system activations. You are connected to the seventh dimensional chakra body system. You are activated root to crown. So the gateways are completely open, and there has been a lot of justice that has been served for you on the emotional level. So there have been a lot of soul contracts, ego soul contracts of dissolution within the emotional body, and you've come to a place of successful negotiations. You're very activated. Your light body is very expanded right now. On a spiritual level, I have the Page of Pentacles. So it's a lot of earth and water energy, and you might feel a lot of impulses to act. You might be feeling like you're ready to initiate You're ready to receive the good news, but you have to be careful of being too superficial about things, because you don't want your spirituality to be seen as, not credible or as an excuse for whatever people label things, but just be aware of that energy. On a higher self level, you have the sun, and the sun is all about, expansion, ascension, happiness, greatness, enlightenment, vitality, good health, love, fulfillment. So I just see the Arcturian energy right now in a very ascended state, and I think that you will be bringing a lot through this lunar tone for manifestation. There was a lot of connection to Saturn, to Mercury. I was also picking up on, like I said, the past lives of living a lot of harsh existences. So Arcturian Starseed, you've transcended many, many intense deaths. Like I'm talking violent death, extreme sickness, harsh experiences. And right now you're actually being very fruitful in this incarnation and getting to enjoy what life has to offer, because you transcended a lot of those connections to phantom Earth, fallen systems, and lower densities of Earth. They've actually completely fallen away for you. And this next time cell manifestation seems very, very hopeful for the Arcturian Starseed. Keep being a beautiful, independent Arcturian Starseed. Just know that you are highly telepathic and claircognizant. The transmission of the frequencies that you're receiving are correct, and you are holding this light intelligence. So just know that out of all the other starseeds and councils, you are the most connected to the angelic realm. So you're going to manifest through this angelic, fourth dimensional and above state of existence. And you're going to manifest through divine technology in the world, because you are the technological leaders of the advancement of humanity. So I just want to say namaste to you, Arcturian Starseed. And I hope that this reading assisted with your evolution. I hope you have a beautiful everything. Namaste.